Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are talking about a book that feels less like a love story and more like an emotional storm. This book is filled with fear, pain, loneliness, revenge, and the kind of love that destroys everyone around it. The book is Wuthering Heights by Emily Bronte. Before we talk about the story, I want to tell you something about the author because her life itself feels heartbreaking. Emily Bronte wrote only one novel in her entire life, just this one, Wuthering Heights, and after that she died very young because of her illness. And just imagine creating a masterpiece that would survive for centuries, yet you are not living long enough to see how deeply it touched people. What's even more shocking is that during that time, women writers were not taken seriously. Society believed that serious literature was meant to be written by men. Female authors were judged, ignored, and sometimes not even published properly. So Emily and her sister published their work under a male pen name. Emily Bronte became Alice Braun and her sisters become Action Bell. They hid their identities because the world was more respectful towards the men's writing than a woman's talent. And somehow knowing this makes this book even more powerful. Now let's talk about the story. The center of the book are the two characters, Catherine and Heathcliff. Heathcliff is an orphan. He comes from nothing. Catherine's father brings him home and raises him with the family. From the beginning, Catherine's brother hates Heathcliff. He hates his presence, his friendship with Catherine, and constantly humiliates him. But Heathcliff and Catherine becomes extremely attached to each other. Their bond is wild, emotional, and intense. It almost feels like they're the two halves of the same soul. There is a famous line in the book where Catherine says, "Whatever our souls are made of, his and mine are the same." And honestly, this line explains their entire relationship. But Catherine makes a choice that changes everyone's life forever. Even though she loves Heathcliff deeply, she rejects him for the social status. She chooses comfort, wealth, and that rejection destroys Heathcliff completely. Catherine was his only emotional home, the only person who truly understood him. And when she abandons him, something inside him breaks forever. He disappears for some time and returns later, rich and powerful, but emotionally darker. From that point, his life becomes revenge. And this is where the novel becomes terrifyingly emotional. Heathcliff doesn't just hurt one person, his pain spread across his generation. His revenge destroys family, relationships, innocence, peace. Even the next generation suffers because of the hatred he carried inside. That's what makes this novel so real. Sometimes one person's pain doesn't stay limited to them. Heathcliff becomes a perfect example for that. This book shows how obsession can become complete destruction. And the scary part, while reading, sometimes you feel angry at Heathcliff, but sometimes you understand him too. That emotional confusion makes this novel unforgettable. Let's start about the reading experience because many people start classic but quit halfway. Yes, the language is difficult. Yes, the vocabulary is old. Yes, you absolutely need a dictionary while reading this book. But I genuinely think that's one of the best parts. This book introduces to emotions through language. This book teaches you words that feels dramatic, dark, beautiful, and poetic at the same time. One word I personally loved was diabolical. Diabolical means evil or morally cruel. Someone whose intentions are dark even though their words sound sweet. And honestly, that word fit perfectly to the characters we read in the novel. Some beautiful other words that you will love enjoying reading in this book are melancholy, a deep, quiet sadness; tempestuous, full of intense emotions, deep emotions, like a storm; tempestuous, torment, extreme emotional suffering is torment; brooding, when someone silently overthinks dark emotions. Wuthering Heights is not a comfortable book. It's messy, it's dark, its characters are emotional, toxic, dark, and destructive. And somehow that's what makes it a human. This is not kind of a story that gives you butterfly. It gives you heaviness. It stays in your mind after you finish reading it. And if you read this book with patience and attention, I truly think it can make you fall in love with literature, especially if you're someone who's trying to build a reading habit. This book can show you how powerful emotional storytelling is. If you decide to read it, don't rush. Read slowly, keep a dictionary nearby, underline the lines that touches your heart, feel the atmosphere, feel the pain of the characters. Because Wuthering Heights is not a story, it's an emotional experience. And honestly, every reader should experience this classic at least once in their life. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to like it, subscribe to my channel and share with your friends, and tell me in the comments which book emotionally destroyed you in the best way possible. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.